Hello class, welcome to the video I made about the evaluation and taping techniques for a standard lateral ankle sprain. As you can see here is the image of a basketball player holding his ankle. So what we'll get into is a bit of the evaluation and more so the taping of an ankle. Common ankle sprains occur when the foot rolls inwardly into inversion, causing stress on the lateral aspects of the ankle. These are very common because the tibia on the inside of your ankle is shorter than your fibula, causing the ankle to want to roll inwardly more often than not. With these sprains, you typically see stress to the anterior tibiofibular ligament, which is the top arrow, the anterior talar fibular ligament, which is the middle one, and the calcaneal fibular ligament, which is the bottom one. These are just the common ligaments sprained in an inversion ankle sprain. So for the evaluation, typically an athletic trainer will evaluate whether or not an athlete has a fracture, and once it has been determined that the athlete does not have a fracture, typically by being able to bear weight and move around, the athlete will determine which ankle sprain it is, a medial or a lateral ankle sprain. Typically, it will always be a lateral ankle sprain. If they rolled their ankle, they report rolling their ankle, or they're tender on the outside aspect of their ankle. But some immediate things to take notice of are the medial and lateral malleolus, or the inside and outside ankle bones, as well as the base of the fifth metatarsal. We will get into all of those structures in the taping video, as well as what to look for. But let's jump right into the video in 1 second here so that you can get the example of what a taping should look like. These are the 3 materials that you will need for a standard ankle tape. You'll need a heel and lace pad on the left, a roll of pre-wrap on the right, and a roll of standard white ankle tape on the right. So we'll get into that right now. Hello class. For this week I'm going to show you how to tape an ankle just for a common ankle sprain. So as you saw in the video earlier about an evaluation for an ankle sprain, I'll just show you what a common taping technique is for it. First I'll show you the proper way to tape it as the athletic training book shows, and then I'll show kind of a higher speed version that you can do if you have the resources available. So first, the first piece of a tape job is a heel and lace pad. These get put on the front and the back of the ankle to prevent from tape chafing, or lace bite. So you'll put the lace pad on the front here. I like to put it on a little bit of an angle. So you put one there, and then you'll put one on the back as well. Next, you'll grab your pre-wrap. This basically goes on just to prevent the white tape from irritating the skin, and again causing chafing or biting. So roll, pre-wrap on. You want to cover just about all of the skin that will be exposed during the tape. That way, no blisters. So once everything is covered, you move on to your white tape, and you'll start with 2 to 3 base strips depending on how long the person's leg is. Pro tip is if you angle it so that the tape comes down this way, it'll kind of lay flatter and there will be less wrinkles. So 3 base strips. The next will be, you'll put 1 final base strip on the bottom of the ankle to signify where you need to go up until. So for an ankle tape job, you want to be aware of the base of the fifth metatarsal. For our athlete, it is right here, so the tape will come up right there. Taping beyond this point gets dangerous because you may twist your ankle this way, and with a compressive tape job, you might fracture the bone right here. So it's important to keep the tape not that far up. The third step after the base strips are done are called stirrups. And you'll always start with your tape on the medial aspect of the ankle, or the inside aspect of the ankle. So you'll do 3 stirrups starting from the inside, going to the outside. So there's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. And now to secure these base or stirrups to the leg, we'll just do one more strap at the top. The next step are called horseshoes, and these go around the back to give some support to the Achilles. So using our base strip on the bottom of the foot, we'll do 3 horseshoes that go from the inside of the foot, around the back, and right back to that base strip on the front of the foot. And these can be 3 to 4, or until you close up the tape job from the back. So we'll close that up there. The next step is figure eights. So for a figure eight, basically what you want to do is you want to start at the top and make a full loop around the athlete's ankle, and then you'll come over the top like this, pulling up, and then coming back to where you started. So it should make what is a figure eight. So we'll do 2 of those. Like that. Perfect. And so the last step before you cover the whole thing up with cover strip are heel locks. So you need to do 2 heel locks in each direction. So to start a heel lock, you'll start with your tape perpendicular to the shaft of the leg, and you'll come around the back of the ankle, and you'll pull up and cut. And now since we have one coming one way, we'll have one going back the other. So start with the tape perpendicular, come around the bottom, and coming back up, and we'll cut. And now we'll do one more of those in each direction. And the last step of a tape job is to close up the strip. So since we have lots of tape cuts going all over this spot, we just want to make sure that they don't go anywhere, and we'll close them up with 3 strips similar to our base strips. And you can just kind of smooth the tape out. And that is a standard ankle tape that you can use for any athlete that has a mild to moderate ankle sprain. The next tape I'll show you is a softer tape. So at DePaul we have this red stretchy tape that we use for athletes that have already kind of recovered from an ankle sprain. It's a little stretchy, and the nice thing about it is that it only sticks to itself. So it doesn't stick to my hand or my clothes or anything like that, but it does stick to itself, which kind of keeps it from being affected by a sock or anything like that. So the ankle tape starts the same way as the first one I showed you. So we'll take the heel and lace pad, put it on the ankle, and then we'll cover that with pre-wrap. And for this one, it's going to be one rip only. So we'll start at the top like we did with our last tape job, where we'll do the base strips, and we'll just continue by going around, and then we'll go right into our horseshoe. So we'll come around and come to the bottom, come up again, and we'll go around one more time and add your second horseshoe. And then we'll come up and we'll go right into our heel lock. So we'll come around so that the tape is perpendicular. We'll go around the back, down, around the ankle, locking it and pulling it up. And now you can see that the tape is already going horizontal the next way, so you can pull right down into your next heel lock. So that would be 2 heel locks. And then again, you can see the tape is already perpendicular, so you can go right into your next and second heel lock going that direction, and then the tape comes up again. You can go right into your last heel lock, and then you pull the tape all the way up above the ankle bone here and just close it up. And this is a soft tape for an ankle that provides the same stability as the other tape. It's just the tape is now a little bit stretchier, so it works better for athletes that have already come off of an ankle sprain.